Good morning, dear friends. Today we would like to discuss the theme of justice, specifically the depth of justice. What is justice in our common balance of conversational discussions? Classically put, justice is giving each person his or her due. That means that every single individual person has a just portion of a thing in which he or she has a portion. In a family where a person belongs, by justice, the individual person is entitled to one thing or the other by justice. And so, justice, therefore, is the preparedness of the state, this community, the individual persons, families, associations, to allow the individual persons to have what belongs to him or her. It's a share, it's a portion in the patrimony of the common good. And so it is very important that by way of justice, individual persons have rights over certain items, properties, or things like that. And if the society does not recognize the rights of individuals and go about violating these rights, then such a society is obviously heading to ruins, because the peace we enjoy in a stable society arises from deep respect for individual rights based on justice. And it is therefore important to know that there are consequences when states and communities violate the rights of its members. Let us put it on record that justice is an important element among individual persons living in the family or in the larger society. We have always associated justice and peace as very important two sides of the same coin. Peace, we know, is also an important element in our living together in society. When we bring peace and justice together, what do we see? What do we understand? We must understand in the first place that there can be no peace without justice, because peace is a product of justice. If individual persons are denied their rights, there are no ways they could go back and sleep. They would put up efforts and attempts to recover their rights and to reclaim their rights. And in such attempts, if not properly guided, results into conflicts and sometimes wars. And therefore, it is good for us to know that there can be no peace and lasting, stable peace in the absence of justice. And justice is not just absence of war. Any form of denial of rights of individuals amounts to gross injustice. Today in our country, we are living witnesses to the several forms and dimensions of denial of individual rights, and that makes the society unstable. It makes conflict abound. It doesn't allow for peace and development, because when rights are denied individuals, the motivation and enthusiasm even to contribute to the well-being of others would have been vitiated. And therefore, it is important to know that peace in our community peace in our societies, peace in the place where we are working, are not possible in the absence of justice. And justice is simply the reasonableness to give to each person what is his or her due. And when that is done, then we're prepared for maximum development. We're prepared for contribution from different members of society to the overall well-being of society. And when we deny that, we're preparing for war and conflicts, misunderstanding and anarchy. So today, as it stands in our country, Nigeria, we all have a responsibility to ensure that peace exists, but not at all costs. Peace without justice is puerile and unacceptable. It is important we work for justice and peace, and we encourage one another also to contribute also to that enterprise in order to make our society a home for all. Shalom.